Hey guys, my name is Abdiel, and I've obsessed about understanding the Bible for the last 27 years. But if I could start that journey all over again, I would start with these two steps. The first thing that's important in understanding the Bible is understanding how to study the Bible. To do that, you have to start by choosing what to study. The most common way that people begin to study the Bible is by going through topics. And that's something that I did early on as well. But what I have found is that that's the easiest way to start making mistakes, and it complicates the process of studying the Bible, the process of understanding it more importantly. Because what we tend to do is look for topics and then try to put those topics in scripture. Sometimes that's going to work, but sometimes we're actually not understanding scripture the right way. We're not understanding the Bible the right way. What we're doing is putting our own thoughts into the Bible and coming out with the wrong conclusion because of that. So the first thing I learned to do is the easiest way to understand the Bible is breaking it down by the passages. If you can understand how to read a passage correctly, how to read a section of the Bible in a simple way, you're going to find it's going to be a lot easier to progress in your studies. So the habits that you get early on in understanding the Bible are going to be the ones that's going to help you grow the most later on in life. So to understand a passage, you have to start by choosing a passage. And which one do you start with? With so much in the Bible that you can read and so much that you can get into, it can be very difficult to decide, I want to start here or I want to go here. So step one in choosing what you want to study, what you want to understand, is pick a passage that you're currently reading or have currently read. If you're in the middle of understanding how to read the Bible, and you're going through and you are reading the Bible, you're going to find that there's going to be passages and sections of scripture that make a lot more sense to you, or that really get you excited for some reason or another. Now, if you don't know how to read the Bible, that's all right. I do have you covered. I have a video that you can link into that goes through the 3 simple steps that you can do to read the Bible effectively. But once you've started reading and once you've already made that decision, then you can choose which passage works for you, which leads us to the second step in choosing a passage. Choose a passage of the Bible that makes sense to you, that makes you passionate, that really fires you up in some way. A lot of times when we're reading the Bible, we're going to find sections that are boring or difficult to understand, or something that really gives us a hard time. And eventually we are going to have to go through that. We know that if we want to understand the Bible, kind of have to choose to do certain things at a certain point. But until you get to that point, till you get the habits and the lifestyle and you really get accustomed to understanding scripture, what you're going to find is that the easiest way to do it is to go through things that may be simpler, or go through things that may make you passionate, because the habits that you form through that will lead to a better result later on. Understanding the Bible is just as much the effort and the passion that we put into it as it is the habits that we form around it. Once you find a passage, a section of the Bible that you want to read really well, the next step is just to read that. Read it not just once, but multiple times. You're going to want to read that so that you can start eliminating your thoughts from it. And that's a weird way to say it, but eliminating your thoughts are the things that you're bringing into the passage that may not relate to what the passage says. So by reading it consistently and over again, you're going to have a better result, because you can start to eliminate things that don't make sense after time. And you're going to find that this will become easier as you do it. Of course, these 2 simple steps that we've started with are not the end of reading and understanding scripture, but they are a good starting point to get going. We're going to continue this by bringing in next an understanding of how to choose the right Bible to read, how to choose the right Bible to study. But it's going to be an ongoing series where we build habits and understandings in order to bring the best of us into reading scripture. The end goal for all of us is to be able to understand the Bible better. Of course, feel free to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here, and please share all comments as well. I do look forward to reading and helping you guys continue to grow in your understanding of the Bible. Thank you guys, and we'll see you soon.